Ancient Egyptian civilization, renowned for its astonishing scientific and historical mysteries, also had customs that the modern world might find bizarre or even disturbing. Yet, understanding these practices offers an incredible insight into their beliefs and way of life. From strange and terrifying beauty treatments and unique culinary methods to using powdered mummies as medicine, ancient Egyptians followed customs that may seem unbelievable to us today, but were perfectly normal for them. In this video, we're diving into some of the most fascinating and, honestly, most disgusting practices from ancient Egypt. So stay with me till the end, and please support the video and the channel with a like to help it reach more viewers. Now, let's start with the first one. One of the most iconic elements of ancient Egyptian culture was the carefully performed process of mummification, deeply rooted in their belief in the afterlife. Skilled embalmers would begin by cleansing the body and removing internal organs with surgical precision. A hook was inserted through the nostrils to extract the brain, and a small incision allowed for the removal of the intestines, liver, and lungs. The heart, believed to be the essence of the soul, was often left untouched. Each organ was dried using natron salt and stored in canopic jars with the heads of protective deities. While this might sound gruesome, for the ancient Egyptians, preserving the body was spiritually vital. It ensured a successful journey to the afterlife. This complex procedure reflects their advanced anatomical knowledge and deep respect for the cycle of life and death. The diet of ancient Egyptians was culturally rich, but some of their cooking practices might seem weird or even revolting to us. One such delicacy was roasted mice, believed to have medicinal properties. Doctors would prescribe them for various ailments, from adult digestive issues to childhood diseases. The sight of skewered mice roasting over fire might make a modern viewer cringe, but these were far from the only odd menu items. Birds, reptiles, and insects were also part of their diet, prepared through roasting, boiling, or grinding into paste. Honey served as a sweetener, and animal fats were widely used in cooking. While the idea of eating insects or mice may disgust us, for ancient Egyptians, these were common and even beneficial foods, highlighting the vast cultural differences between their world and ours. Ancient Egyptians held cats in high regard, associating them with the goddess Bastet and praising their rodent hunting skills. But their approach to pest control went beyond just feline help. They used cat feces as a rodent repellent. Believing that its scent scared off mice, they would collect, dry, and scatter it around homes and granaries. Gross as it sounds, this method was likely effective. The scent of a predator's waste can deter smaller animals from lingering. This unusual method shows that Egyptians were not only deeply spiritual, but also practical problem solvers, blending observation with innovation. Despite our initial disgust, this clever use of dried cat feces shows their sharp understanding of animal behavior and their resourceful ways of dealing with everyday challenges. Ancient Egyptians were famous for their elaborate beliefs surrounding death and the afterlife. But one of their practices that seems particularly bizarre today was the consumption of powdered mummies. Though this practice peaked in medieval Europe, especially during the 16th and 17th centuries, its origins trace back to Egypt. They believed that ingesting powdered mummies could cure diseases and even prolong life. Mummies were ground into fine powder, sometimes mixed with other ingredients to create a sort of elixir. This belief was based on the idea of sympathetic magic, that consuming something with desirable qualities could pass those qualities to the consumer. And in the case of mummies, those qualities were long life and immortality. While modern science dismisses this idea, it reflects the deep mystical respect for mummified remains shared by ancient Egyptians, and later, by Europeans. It also highlights early attempts at medicine and pharmacology, and the powerful link they saw between the physical and the spiritual realms. The ancient Egyptians were passionate about beauty, so much so that they embraced treatments we might consider strange or even disgusting today. They had a complex understanding of cosmetics and perfumes, often using animal fats as a base for their products. Perfumes were made from flowers, herbs, spices, and animal fats. One common form was fat-based cones worn on the head. As these cones melted in the heat, they released fragrance and acted as both perfume and moisturizer. Animal fat-based perfumes were commonly used by both men and women, serving as a symbol of social status and wealth. Various types of animal fats were used in these perfumes, but the most popular included fats derived from lions, crocodiles, snakes, and goats. These luxurious fragrances were used in religious ceremonies and festivals. Another beauty treatment involved crocodile dung, used as facial masks or body creams, often mixed with clay. It was believed to rejuvenate and brighten the skin. Interestingly, modern science has found that crocodile dung contains beneficial enzymes and bacteria, which might help certain skin conditions. Although the thought may repulse us today, it reminds us how beauty standards and treatments evolve over time. What was once a symbol of luxury and elegance in ancient Egypt would surely leave us in awe or horror today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming content. See simple, think deep.